And I'm really excited to be joined right now by Adam Clement, Under Armour Senior Creative Director, and the man who really is behind the jersey designs of more than 400 professional, high school, and NCAA teams, including Notre Dame. Adam, welcome to our show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Now let's go back to January 2014 when it was announced that Notre Dame and Under Armour had signed a 10-year agreement. What was the reaction at Under Armour?
The reaction was just overwhelmingly positive. I think it's just an honor for a company like ours to be involved with a university like Notre Dame. All of the history and just everything that the school is about has just meant so much for us to be part of the team. Has
this relationship lived up to your expectations so far?
Beyond expectations. I think just the way that we've been able to impact the uniforms on campus and the way that the school administration has reacted to what we've done has been overwhelmingly positive. And I think all of us here are super excited about what we've accomplished, but more importantly, what we think we can accomplish in the years to come.
You're responsible for what we around here view as the world's greatest brand. There was a lot of anticipation built up on our end, and you know how seriously Notre Dame fans take their uniform design. So as you approach this, how did you approach the design of the Notre Dame uniforms?
I think first and foremost, it was all about tradition and really respecting the past and knowing that, you know, we can innovate and we can make the athletes better, but we do it through technology, through fabrics and fits, that the look of the uniform had to remain the same because it was Notre Dame after all, and I think that was of the utmost importance.
Now, I know you have a very specific process that goes into each uniform design. Can you explain a bit the 555 design approach to our audience?
Absolutely. So we like to embed different details in our design so we have depth. So the 555 is, at each distance, we want the viewer to have a different experience. So at 500 feet away, you see one item, at 50 feet away, a second, and then at 5 feet away, this last detail, like a moment of revelation where this finite sort of information is revealed. And so if we think about the Shamrock uniform from this past season, the 500-foot read would be the fact that it was blue on blue, a blue jersey with blue pants and gold. There was absolutely no white in the uniform. At 50 feet away, you could see the texture of the golden dome in the helmet as well as the sleeve. And at 5 feet away, you could see the mosaic tile pattern that we put over the shoulder of the uniform. So again, at each of those distances, we want the viewer and the audience to have a different experience.
I know you spent a lot of time on campus. As you look ahead to the design of future uniforms, are there some other elements from Notre Dame's campus that you'd like to work into some of the jerseys of Notre Dame sports teams?
Yeah, I mean, the truth is it wasn't a matter of what can we work in, it was what should we hold back, because there's so much to choose from the Basilica to the quad, everything about the campus. There's so much history, and it's just a matter of figuring out what comes next because, like I said, the possibilities are essentially endless.
Now, before we let you go, it has become one of the most anticipated uniforms in all of sports. We're talking about the Shamrock Series jerseys and the helmet. So I've got to try. Can you give us any kind of a hint, any kind of a sneak peek at what we're going to see? Might it play off maybe Fenway Park's Green Monster?
I will plead the fifth on all of the questions, but I'll just say we hope that the response is as positive as it was last year, and we hope that the outcome of the game is just as good as last year as well.
Adam, thank you so much for taking the time, and I also know just from your consumer products, everybody I know who has tried them has loved them. We thank you very much for your time today.
Thanks. Best of luck.
All right, we've got another short break coming up. When we come back, we'll hear from theology professor Father Daniel Grudy. He's here now, and he's going to tell us how he's working to make the world a better place. That's coming up next on Notre Dame Day.